Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Let's Get Into It. I am Shady B, and this is Mace Monroe, and I hope y'all are having a good evening tonight. How you doing tonight, Mace?
Tired.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's like the first day after a holiday, you get back to work and you get back into the swing of things. It's so very
Yeah,
busy.
I done swung, punched. Like it's a lot going on. I got renovations going on in my kitchen, and I'm sitting here surrounded by my stove. My stove is in my living room. My refrigerator's in my living room, and I don't have a sink in my kitchen's just an empty space right now.
Oh, you switch your stuff around?
No, they came to rip everything out and put everything in, like new cabinets, new everything. So I didn't know that it was going to be this much.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that they were going to rip everything out and leave it out. They thought, oh, it's going to be, because the lady says, it's probably take 2 days or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'll have my sink in the same day. They're like, no, it's a 3-day job, mommy. You're not going to have the sink or access to the kitchen maybe for 3 days. I'm like,
Well, it's people in cities across the country that are having issues with getting clean water, not just Flint.
wow. Yeah, see,
It's a
is it
town
Mississippi?
it's a town here in Georgia called Somerville that is about to run out of water, and Jackson, Mississippi, ran out of water. They are out.
Yeah, I
So
saw that Jackson, Mississippi, but Somerville as well. Wow.
yeah, like I don't know if we're getting into a water crisis or what, but it's really weird to see more than one city, and let's be real, most of the cities are black that seem to be running out of water, but they're black, but the councilmen and the politicians, they're all white,
Mm.
and for some reason, these cities are being thrown to the wayside. Jackson is it? Aren't you? Isn't Jackson the capital of Mississippi?
I believe so. I think, well,
And
yeah.
the capital don't have water. I'm just trying to understand. So
Oh,
that's
that's crazy. Well, prayers go out to them, and I hope they,
yeah. And Flint is still dealing with their stuff because
And this has been what, a decade or more?
I don't know why you would still be living in Flint unless you just can't move, or maybe you.
But this is like you can't, you can never say stuff wouldn't happen. It's just like you wouldn't imagine, like in our lifetime, that being that we were so privileged to have these things for all these years and decades and centuries, and now nothing seems to be shocking. You never know. Like, you just got to be prepared. Like, try to stay prepared as much as possible.
Exactly. We're gonna start the episode off. Dr. Damon is at his new practice that he's opening. He's got one in Roswell, but I didn't catch where the other practice was. But it's good to see our black people on TV, doing something positive. Got your own businesses going, being very successful. The Black excellence. I love to see it.
Yes, and that's pain management.
Yeah, so basically, pain management is basically medications.
Yeah, so he's getting a pretty penny.
And all he doing is prescribing hydro. I'm not.
Well, he's doing a little. They do point injections, shots. Actually, I just had one in my shoulder last week. It did help.
Listen to me. I work in the medical field.
Yeah.
I know what they come for. They come for.
I know what they really come from, but I'm just saying. But a lot of doctors are trying to avoid. So I just wonder, what kind of because I've been to a couple of places. I've been to a couple of places. So whereas some doctors was writing prescriptions willy nilly, like they were like whatever you wanted. Like if you asked for, like, you like, oh, my eyeball hurt, they're like, here you go, here's some Perkies. You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
So, and other ones was like, no, but I'm glad to see it's like a black doctor, because a lot of times people be in pain that really need it, and people of color, for some reason, it's harder for them to obtain the proper pain medication because they look at us as drug addicts, like, a lot. So
yeah, so shout out to Damon for having his own practice and
right,
successful.
push them pills. Now,
Heavenly drops by. She bring in some food. She wants to apologize. She's turned on by her husband, and this is the difference between Heavenly and Toya. Heavenly is always uplifting her husband. She's always talking about the good things he does. She never says anything bad about her husband.
Never.
Talking about him negatively to others. And she's always like, you can tell she really does love her husband. And I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't at all either.
You want to follow behind him and bring him lunch? Y'all are married. Do what you want to do.
Right. And she even offered to work up in the front desk. Was like, did it?
She ain't working on no front desk.
She said, Daddy, you want me to work there? Because I do the hiring and firing for you, Daddy.
She's not going to do no doggone front desk. But it was nice to see a different, well, it's not a different side of Heavenly, but I do like this side of Heavenly. Even though she can be harsh, she knows when to bring it down. And you bring it down with your husband. You don't embarrass your husband.
And this is where the balance comes in. Like a lot of women can't handle the balance because you could be a boss in your own right in business, but when you come home, sometimes you got to take that, set that briefcase down, set that stethoscope down, set that drill down. From you got to be a woman, be more softer and
feminine.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with being feminine. So
and then letting the right man lead. That's I think that's a lot of times a lot of women. But I can't let a man lead. No, the right man can lead.
Yeah,
but some men just don't know how to lead, and we got to take over, ladies. And we're like, nope.
But y'all will follow those quicker. But while they're having that conversation, they go to Contessa and her husband having their conversation, and Contessa's husband was basically trying to get Contessa to realize that they've been going at it every time they meet up, and it's just getting old. People getting tired of it. Y'all doctors out here about to fight, yelling and screaming all the time, and it's causing friction with the guys.
Yeah,
and I think she gets it due to the fact that Heavenly Mom is in hospice. That is a rough thing to go through. So I can see why she's lashing out a little bit more. Because I can understand that.
Yeah, and the stress of going through something like that, anything someone says, you could just tick you off and you could just go in.
Yeah,
hey, Kimmy Nicole.
Hey, Kimmy Nicole. It's getting stupid at this point. It's getting stupid, and what else are y'all gonna bring? What else? Because y'all done fought like 3 or 4 times this season. We only we're not even halfway through the season.
I'm over them fighting. Like, either you're gonna really fight or stop. Like,
and Heavenly probably don't have no hands anyway. So
I think Heavenly could, Heavenly can hold her own.
With the mouth, but not with hands. She said herself. I don't think she got hands. So we move forward to Audra, who all of a sudden has a confessional. I didn't notice she had one before, but she has one now. I guess because she getting ready to fight Toya. So she's sitting there with, her crew, her party planners. She's getting married. Well, she's getting, I don't know what you call it, because she already got married, but she's just having a wedding.
Oh, she's African, so she's gonna have that traditional African wedding.
African wedding.
They're gonna get the gifts. I think somebody got to bring in a goat, if I'm not mistaken, or at least some goat parts. And you got to bring in like a suitcase full of gifts. It goes down like at African wedding. Woo.
And throwing money. I know that part.
That money, the money dance.
Oh, you gotta pin the money to the bride.
Don't do the money dance. And they come there and they pin that money on, and then they bring gifts, because that's like a traditional, like you gotta pay a dowry for the bride.
Is she Nigerian or Ghanaian? Because she kept talking about Ghana, but I thought she said she was Nigerian. Y'all let me know, because Martin has always spoiled his women, but this one is expensive. So do you know him personally? Are you talking about Audra's husband? So they're planning a wedding. I think they mentioned that it was over 100,000, but then they said 50,000. I don't know if 50,000 is left, but it looks like it's going to be an extravagant wedding. Good for her. She got people flying in from all over Ghana and in the United States to come. So good for her. You have anything to say about her wedding and her plans?
Cook the goat good. Make sure the goat is tender. Yeah,
I want to go for the food. I want to go just
right. I'm gonna go. Mm-hmm.
So moving on from that, we have Anila, who's opened an Indian hair shop, and let's be honest. The people who she's catering to and pandering to is not Indian people. They're not going to go in there and buy wigs. Who is the biggest consumers of hair? Black people.
The black women. The black.
People love to create these businesses and pander to us, and then treat us any type of way when we come in the store. But we're your main base. We're the ones who put money in your pockets because we're the biggest consumers. We always.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. But can we talk about how that kitchen was?
Kim Nicole says, "Yep, he's like family. My sister and his sister have been besties since middle school." Okay.
Oh wow.
Inside scoop. Anila needs to hire a maid. Let's talk about Anila real quick and her annoying, dirty mama.
Yeah.
I don't wanna talk about nobody mama, but every time Anila mama come on the screen, it's annoying. She gets on my nerve. Her voice is annoying to me. She dirty.
And I just smell the onion. I'm sorry. I just every time she come on the screen and I get a strong dirty.
She don't want to
smell onions.
That would annoy me to no end for somebody to leave open containers of whatever in the kitchen. That's how you get roaches.
Yeah, but and then a spread. It wasn't one open container.
I saw strawberries sitting out all day.
They had the Welch's grapes. They had everything just out, and the mama sitting there like, what? You
don't have a refrigerator at your house. You don't know how to put stuff back.
But all the stuff that was dripped down the
fruit, that's gonna spoil. The jelly needs to go back in the refrigerator. Like, come on,
that was just a mess. At this point, Anila, put your kids at risk and hire a nanny or something because maybe that's what you get because now you're gonna have your mother to watch the kids and you're gonna need to have a maid.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need her to get a backbone too because there's no way in this world that you'll be in my house telling me you're not gonna do what I say and you're gonna not wash your hands. You're not gonna put the food back up. I don't understand it.
Right, you out here smelling like onions and disrespecting me in my house and not putting the stuff back, and not washing your hands. Well, she don't wash her hands. We already know she ain't
wash her hands, so all that food dirty anyway.
The food's dirty, so Anila, whatever.
This episode was very much filler. So, Karen is planning a party for the guys. He wants to have a pamper party for the guys, and the party was boring. It looked real boring because you have a bunch of old men sitting there doing nothing.
Right.
The only thing that was interesting was he had like injectables. And did he say what he was injecting? Is it?
I think they were fillers, maybe like Botox and stuff to that nature. Botox? It could have been because that's like an injectable.
I don't think it was Botox. I'm thinking because the ladies had the O shot that he got a D shot.
Candace. A G shot?
A D shot. Did he have the D shot because they had the O shot?
It's a possibility, but when he said injectables, I was thinking when they was like, no, because I think Eugene should have been first in line for that.
That's what I'm saying. Anila made a comment in the confessional. It's guys who really need it. Like, are you saying that Eugene need an injection?
Well, we didn't say it. Basically, in not so many words, your wife did.
And that's another thing. That's why I was comparing Heavenly to Toya because Toya is coming across as really ungrateful. I'm trying to figure out what you're so unhappy about. Like, look inside because you keep bouncing from house to house, jumping in car to car, going from neighborhood to neighborhood, buying label, and you still not happy?
Speaking of Toya, did you see her in there with the spiritual? I think it's her spiritual guide, or whatever. Like,
I think that's her counselor or whatever.
Yeah, but do you think that would even help her at this point? Like,
I think she needs counseling with her husband, not just by herself, because it's coming across as ungrateful. What are you unhappy for? You don't have to work. Your husband is not cheating on you cross town.
Right. At least you hope not,
You live in a very nice neighborhood, affluent neighborhood. Your kids are going to private school, tearing everything up.
Robbing people allegedly.
You got the whole day to do tennis or whatever you want to do. She need a hobby. That's what she need, a hobby.
I think she needs a job. She needs something that she's passionate about that makes her money.
Yeah, or something that she's good at. It don't necessarily have to make her money, but it would help. But Anila's over here starting weave shops.
Right, but I think if it was like
her cousin hair,
it should be lucrative at least, like, because at this point, girl, like,
I mean, everybody has their scams.
The way you moving, through house to house, Eugene is getting tired. Like he was discussing with Dr. Damon, the ER is wearing on him. I worked in like the ER before, and I know like the ER is crazy. Like you don't know what will come in, especially with doctors. Like I was more on the administrative side when I was there. But the doctors, like you see them, like when they leave in their shifts, like if you have to work overnight, they're leaving there like, real drained. Sometimes they're there for 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, I worked in the ER as well, and I worked in the children's ER for 2.5 years. I worked in the adult ER for like 2 weeks, and I said I'm not doing it because you can wake up and go to work. And it can be anything. It can be gunshot wounds. It can be somebody
stabbing.
I
saw somebody come in with a whole pole straight through them. They had to cut the pole because they couldn't remove it because at the time, so they had to cut it until they were sawing the pole, like the metal pole, off and leaving. Crazy. You see like a lot of crazy
all
things,
types of stuff, and it does drain on you, and you kind of become like not depressed, but it's not a happy atmosphere either.
No, yeah, it's draining because once you see all that, depression, people dying, because it's not even, if you don't even see the physical, the person, you see their family. Mm-hmm. You get the energy from their family. You see people in the waiting area crying. So you have all that wear and tear and that weight on you from the day. So you go home, you're just like, so imagine a doctor that's there, that's hands on with that,
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine, the distress that he's under. And then to go home and cook, it's horrible.
Yeah, you have to go home and cook too because your wife don't want to cook. But besides that, it is much easier to create your own schedule. Your day will go by a lot smoother. You know what to expect going throughout the day. So a lot of people do want to have their own practice where the people come to you and you don't have to. They come when you say they come, and that's just it. And you can run it the way you want to run it. So I'm thinking that Eugene might want to start his own practice, maybe link up with 2 or 3 other doctors, start you a primary care somewhere,
mm-hmm.
or urgent care. If you urgent care is like a small scale down ER.
Yeah.
But you can do like a primary care office and offer like different specialties.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is link up with some doctors.
That's a good idea for him to get to, because once they come together as the co-op and they
the rental space.
Yeah, because they could come together as a co-op and then say everyone shares the overhead. ACC. Everyone shares the overhead. I think that would be perfect. And then they may come in on shifts. You can have a specialist there as well. Like one of the doctors could specialize in something. I think that's the way to go for Eugene.
Yeah, and I think also, I guess, because he was talking about the old shot and how much pleasure he been getting from it, and it don't seem like Toya's getting no pleasure. It seemed not from him.
Eugene was just lying down to the thing.
They said it's like throwing a book down the hallway with Eugene, but I don't know. Urgent care doesn't seem as extreme. No, it's a scaled down ER, but it is kind of like the ER because it's walk-ins.
Mm-hmm.
So one day it might be real busy. The next day it might not be that busy. You never know how it's gonna go.
Yeah, and a lot of the big, a lot of like the big hits is if someone has something that's too extreme, they get referred out to the regular ERs. So it's a lot of stuff they don't handle. Like some urgent cares don't even do X-rays there. They send you out somewhere else.
A lot of times they don't have all that stuff there, but they do have them in the ER because they're in the hospital.
Yeah,
so they can get all that.
They usually refer you out. Like if you have a sprain, they may wrap you. If they feel it's broke, they'll send you out to the regular emergency.
Mm-hmm. And you don't really go to urgent care unless if you got shot, don't go to urgent care. Go
right. You're not going to go to the urgent care if you have a bullet wound.
go to urgent care if you got a cold or something.
Yeah, cold, flu, a little ear infection, my ear hurt,
But moving on from that, because that episode was filler, and I'm gonna need for Married to Medicine to step it up. I do want to give a shout out to Virgo Everyday, who sent me a message on IG letting me know that the She by Sheree website
was up.
And I wanted to share let's peruse the website because this website made me laugh. It really did. So I clicked the shop button. Y'all, you see the website, right?
Yes.
So it's just a lot of pictures of Sheree. And then we get down here. She has gray joggers for $162 for this on the right. $250 for the hoodie. Hold on, let me go back up.
Oh no, just leave the website right now.
$250 for the hoodie. $130 for that jogger warm-up suit.
The one that was from AliExpress?
Yes, the same ones that you can get off of Shein. $252 for a hoodie. And what else? Tank tops, $102. Who gonna check me? Boo t-shirts, $142
for a t-shirt.
For the Who Gonna Check Me Boo t-shirts. I don't. Let me see. I don't know why it's not showing. Are y'all seeing the t-shirts and the prices?
I'm seeing Sheree, Flash, Designer Fitness.
Oh, okay, because I guess the website is kind of broken because it's not showing everything. But she really got Who Gonna Check Me Boo t-shirts on sale for $150.
Well, I want to see someone get product in their hand. I want someone to do a review. I want someone to have the actual merchandise.
Gonna buy it.
Somebody will buy it. Because somebody's been sitting there just to say they bought something from She by Sheree and that she actually has a tangible product. She has something, you can touch. And I need to see the receipt. I want to see somebody order it, and I want to see someone get their package, someone open it and pull out this AliExpress merchandise because.
But my thing is, Sheree, I know you want to make money, but it's not for the people. You're not doing it for the people because of the simple fact you charging $200 for t-shirts, for hoodies.
And then the logo, like Sheree, you could have came home. I could have drew you a better logo than that. You could have did the SH.
They're saying that you stole the logo.
But even the logo, like, girl, at this point, your logo should be She by Sheree. It should be big. You should have the S, like the she. You could have put a crown on top of the S, and then had the Sheree laid out, and then had the rest spelled out in flowers. Since she needs to, she's trying to be a little feminine. She could have did so much with the She by Sheree. Like,
do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, you see the Who Gonna Check Me Blue t-shirts are $142.
And that thing is an iron-on a
it's an iron-on shirt.
Look at that.
I could have ironed it out myself and made it look better than that. Hold on, let me see.
I'm gonna need Sheree to stop.
Yeah, the Who Gonna Check Me Blue t-shirts $152, t-shirts $150. Hoodie $250.
Wow, it is going from who gonna check me, boo, to who gonna buy that, boo? Like who gonna buy that?
Who is gonna buy that?
I'm gonna make a t-shirt. Who gonna buy that, boo?
A jogger, $182. The cheapest thing I saw was $140. Well, she got this tank top for $102.
She thinks she's Ivy Park. Like, what is going on here? Like,
the little jogger Cairo got on is $160, and y'all stole this stuff from Shein and AliExpress, and you charging this much?
This is out of control. Like, I think that is Beyonce prices even this high? Like,
Beyonce, I still wouldn't even pay all that for the stuff that Beyonce do, and her stuff is way higher quality and it's original.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even her Ivy Park, I don't think is this expensive. A t-shirt,
spring, summer shirts, $150, $142.
Sheree, someone has gave you you have taken bad business advice.
Maybe she paid that designer, because I do see this design. I think it was on the runway.
That was the one I was looking at. I was like, with the lace pants, that was kind of cute. But
kind of, but not really. Is it a jogger or is it lingerie?
I need to feel the material and see, does it have any elasting? Is that lace stretch? Is that lace soft? Is the material, because you don't want to be jogging with the lace, because lace is kind of scratchy. So
how do you mix athleisure wear with lace?
That would be if it's functional. See, this is the thing. If they can mix it and make it functional, it is a look, like it's visually pleasing. But if it's not functional, it's a waste of time.
Kimmy, you saw socks for $30. I didn't even
see socks, Kimmy.
I didn't see socks for $30. I'm just like, I know she is lying. When I saw the Who Gon' Check Me Boo t-shirts, $142, and it's wrinkled on the picture.
This is a Hanes t-shirt that somebody digged out their back drawer and took it out and, ironed her picture on that thing. Sheree, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, somebody's giving her bad business advice. Somebody's telling her that she should have raised her prices because people are going to buy it.
Somebody told her wrong, because just a hoodie, $250 for just a hoodie. A hat, $40. And these shirts look cheap. Like,
it looks like a Hanes t-shirt. Like, she had the 10-pack. She ordered them from Walmart, unrolled them, and got to ironing.
That lace is gonna be funky, right? So, are you exercising or are you going to the club?
Hey, sunshine.
I don't like the way it looks like joggers at the ankles and the waist, but then you got a lace middle part. I don't like that.
This is the thing. It has to be functional. If it's not functional, it's not worth it. Like, because if you don't want to put something on to make it look, and then you can't walk in it or you're not comfortable in it.
Hey, sunshine. Yeah, that lace is gonna be funky.
Yeah, that lace is gonna have a stench.
DC said, hated it. I can't work out in any of these pieces. They look like clubwear. It looks like clubwear, but
right. This is what I'm saying. I want to touch the material. I want to see the stretch on it. I want to see is it a layer inside that's underneath that lace that gives
it. Look, it doesn't
look
appealing to me. But she has different sizes. She got large, XL, double X, but they only come in one color. But you see how it's like joggers at the bottom, but it's like you got to wear underwear because it's sheer right here.
This is what I'm saying. Is that skin or is it skin color material underneath? I got to see the pants. I want to
don't think it's that high quality, to be honest.
So you said she didn't spring for 2 layers.
I think these was made yesterday when her website went down. She hurried up and made these pieces. She went on to pay that designer.
So do you think Martell was in her basement sewing this together with her?
Probably, because she got the same hairstyle in every photo, so it looked like she rushed and took these pictures real quick. Is it just the same style she had at the reunion?
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, you really like last minute. Who Gonna Check Me Boo t-shirts $150, and it looks
and it's wrinkled.
It's wrinkled, and it looks like it's been washed 10 times already.
That is somebody's dirty Hanes t-shirt that was in the back of their drawer, and they took it at the back of their drawer and drew her and got to ironing.
But she been selling Who Gonna Check Me Boo t-shirts for a long time.
Well, next she's gonna have the old and cold t-shirts, and she's gonna sell those for $200.
I'm just saying, I can't get with it. I don't like the pictures. The pictures look real cheap. I'm sorry, I can't get with it. $150, $100 for a shirt and a tank.
Yeah, the pictures are giving Spiegel, Popular Club magazine.
And it says view all, but isn't this all? Like, is this all?
Like, well, you viewed it. You viewed all.
I guess they had a close up on the Who Gonna Check Me Boo t-shirts. I guess they did different poses or whatever. But it's not worth it to me. Let me know if y'all gonna buy She by Sheree. Oh, and then she kills me with this one. She has a shirt with her picture on it for $150. You can get the She by Sheree with Sheree face on it. Who gonna be walking around with Sheree's face? Make it make sense to me, like for real. Like who's gonna wear that?
I have no words. I have no words like that. I have no words.
Cece says her line isn't what she's asking. Her line isn't what she's
asking. Yeah, it isn't worth. It's not worth what she's asking. Like you're asking.
It's not worth what she's asking. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not. That shirt should be $10.
It should be at least $6, being that it have her picture on it. $6.
The background do look cheap. It looked like she don't really have a background, and they just took it on the wall, like in a building, and just found a nice big wall and just
plain white, plain background. It was like everybody stand there and do different poses, and people wouldn't notice that's the same wall.
It's the same girl too in Cairo.
And that's all she could have. That was probably somebody who friend. Because she damn sure she ain't pay Cairo because she don't pay nobody else.
Why is the standard price $142? I'm trying to understand. Joggers shirt $142, a Google tee $142.
I can't believe Cairo is a grown man. I have to sit back and be like, oh my God, I've been watching this show for too long.
But I will say this: Cairo really could have a modeling career. He really could.
Yeah, I thought he did or does.
I don't know what he's doing because I heard he was over there by Tyler Perry Studios. I don't know.
They said that he was working in the one of the departments over there, costume or something.
Shoot, put me over there with Tyler Perry. They're making money, so
yeah.
Money your mama making. I mean, maybe she making money if y'all buying these shirts. Y'all let me know if y'all gonna buy them. I just wanted to show y'all that it don't have nothing to do with Married to Medicine. But I was like, when she told me the website was up, I don't know if it's he or she, Virgo every day, but when they told me that the website was up, I went on there and I was flabbergasted. There's no way in the world that I'm paying $150 for a t-shirt.
Not at all, especially a t-shirt with her face on it.
That to me is narcissistic. Number one, like who do you think you are for? Put yourself on a shirt.
He said it's she by Sheree.
I wish I would go outside with a Sheree on my shirt.
Right. Yeah. But if that's the case, I'll take a picture of myself and put myself on my shirt.
And you can do that for cheaper, and you can do it for $150. I promise you can. Do we know if the reunion has filmed yet for Atlanta? Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta it has.
Atlanta, they filmed theirs about a month ago. But for Married to Medicine, not yet. Usually they don't film the reunion until like the last 3 episodes of the season.
Yeah.
Then that's when they start filming. But I'm going to need for Married to Medicine to step it up. I'm going to need for Anila mama to go.
I'm gonna need Anila and her mama to go. I'll keep Karen because I'm beginning to like Karen. I like Karen's sense of humor, and he's rallying the guys together. Was it what's his name, Cecil, who got a little jealous and was like, because I'm usually the one that throws the parties. Who was that?
I think it was Cecil, but Cecil he's in his 70s. Like, come on, just sit back.
Cecil at the bar. Cecil at this point is a walking bar to me. I don't know. He's a walking bar.
He's a walking cigar shop. That's what he looks like.
He's at the bar. He's always at the bar.
Because he don't have nothing else to do. His wife is making all the money.
Right, because he could lay back and relax, and
you saw that nice car he pulled up in. Like that was
Dr. Jackie man. What pulled up in that old school. He pulled up in that old school expense. I'm like, Dr. Jackie, it ain't tricking if you got it.
And she got it. And I bet you Dr. Jackie not gonna keep moving from house to house. She built that house and she gonna be in that house.
She gonna be in the house for a while.
Yeah. She designed it the way she wanted it, just like Toya did. I think Toya is trying to find happiness through material things, but it's something on the inside with Toya that she's not happy with. She's not happy with shrimp. She want a Snicker bar.
Yeah, she's going to be chasing. She's going to be running around like chasing her tail until she find out what is the core reason why she can't be satisfied. Because it's like nothing is satisfying you. You built your house. You put your name in the fact this is going to be our forever home. Then boom, it's too small, such and such, and you're going to put this man in a whole bunch and put yourself in a whole bunch of debt by doing this because she's chasing reality, like the show. She's chasing a reality that she wants to create, and she doesn't even know what that reality is. So she'll keep chasing, trying to figure out what it is. Like, what is it? What is it? What is it? I need more. And she's gonna be like a dog chasing his tail in a circle.
I think that initially she thought that the money will make her happy. And a lot of people think that way. Oh, the money's gonna make it all work. We're gonna be good. We're not gonna have to struggle, but eventually you get used to the money, and then the money doesn't have as much value to you because you have so much of it now.
And then sometimes when you come from you don't come from money, you don't really. So you think this is what money looks like. This is what such and such, and then you find yourself in debt. You find yourself moving to house, and because you like he said, he was the first generation of wealth. Like no one else in his family, accomplished what he has accomplished. So he's like the first person, so he didn't understand money at first. He don't how this money works, and he has a massive amount. Then you got this a vacuum cleaner because Toya is a Hoover. Toya is sucking that man's money.
And really, realistically, no matter how much money you have, it's still not realistic to spend $250 on a hoodie or a t-shirt. You got to be smart with your money,
right?
And you got to,
especially in this day and age, because you don't know what is around the corner. Like you don't know.
Like I said, these people run out of water.
Right, you don't know what is around the corner. Like people of means are going to, and I feel sorry for us regular people because we're like, we're going to be the first. We're like the pawns. We're going to be the disposable ones before it get up to the people of wealth. But even what can you do without water?
Because I read the other day that a billionaire jumped off of the top of one of those really tall buildings because something happened with his finances and he went bankrupt. He decided he'd rather jump off a skyscraper.
But this happened in the 80s in New York. Like the people who crashed the stock market when Don Cheadle made the funny show about it. It was like it was a real story. The base of the story was real, really happened when they was messing around with them people accounts down there on Wall Street or whatever and messed up and everybody went broke and they was jumping off buildings. Like literally, they couldn't handle not having the money.
So that money is not always equaling happiness. And I think that Toya past is catching up with her because I don't think she married Eugene for money, and it's catching up with her because if she married him for him, she wouldn't have no problems because he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing except laying pipe.
Right,
he's going to work. He's providing for his family. He got you in a nice home. He treats you right. He's not out here cheating on you, making you embarrassing you. You embarrassing him.
Right.
So at this point, it looks like to me, Toya did not marry him for love. And she really don't love him, but she's been putting up with him because of the money.
Yeah, I think Toya really needs to sit. Yeah, she probably does need a therapist or something to sit there and work out to find out who is Toya at her core without the money, without Eugene, who are you? Because once you have your core self, you could be around or be with anybody, but you know who you are. And sometimes we're trying to find out who we are, who we want to be. And that's what it seems like she's doing.
I hope she gets it together. I hope she gets it together soon. But next week they said that she's smashing somebody in the neighborhood. That's what they said. So they brought a girl on who's gonna, I guess, spill that rumor. And she probably is because, like I said, I don't think she's in love with Eugene. I think that she married him because.
Do you think you think the person that she allegedly smashed is of persuasion descent?
Possibly, but I know it's somebody with money. That's what she likes, and somebody somebody who's bringing something that she's not getting at home.
Right, but I could see Toya with a little white man. I could see
Toya with a white man too, but he got to be laying something down. Because she got to come up. She got to come up some type of way. And one thing also I want to add before we close out: did y'all see the Potomac trailer?
Yeah.
What did you think about the trailer?
The trailer, I'm all in. The trailer had it going on to me. I need to see what's going on. I want to see Karen lose, the Grand Dame, Karen Hugo. I want to see her lose it. Like she went off. She about to slap somebody. Giselle doubles down on with Candace saying that Chris pushed up on her. Like it's a lot.
I think the trailer already gave more than the Atlanta season. So I'm excited to have Potomac come back on. I'm ready for Atlanta to be over.
Who got doused with the drink? Was that
Mia threw a drink on Wendy? Looks like it looked like Mia threw a drink on Wendy, which I'm not mad about.
That was I was just all in. Like the trailer, I watched it. You posted it. I was all what?
Yeah. So I'm not mad at it. We'll have to see what happened because Wendy got a smart mouth. And Mia got a smart mouth, but I don't think Mia is good with that initial shade. Like she's good with a shady confessional, but she's not good like in the moment.
Yeah.
So she needs to work on that. But she needs to work on that shade. Yeah.
And I want to see if Chris is creeping. Is Chris creeping and cooking for someone else? What's going on here?
Probably because like eventually these men get tired. They get tired of y'all over here. Candace got her mama all around talking bad about him, and then you acting crazy and immature and throwing salad and wanting to fight people and getting drugged. He's sick of it.
And putting posts. Because I would have ripped every posted. If I woke up and I saw them posted.
She was really doing a lot after she got drugged. Like she was doing a lot. So, but I am gonna try to give her a chance. I'm gonna try to.
It seems like through the preview, it seemed like she's a little more light, and she doesn't seem like we're gonna really like have to hate her this season. You know what I'm saying? So I hope not. And I really want to get into Ashley business because I want to find out. You trying to buy a house with Michael?
Why not? Why not buy? Like, think about it financially. Why not buy a nice house with Michael? Because
I understand it financially, but girl, as a new NBA Ashley out here on the prowl, because she's definitely on the prowl.
Financially, why not have him buy the house and you live in the house with the kids?
But I'll be mad I have to live in there with him.
If it's big enough, you can live on one side and he can live on the other side.
Yeah, well, they are down with the switcheroo and the swapperoo.
And they love a swap.
So I forgot about that factor in their relationship. So, yeah.
Everybody's relationship is different. So what might work for them may not work for you.
Yeah, it may just work.
For her, I can totally see her letting him buy the house. And maybe he want to move out and then she can have a house. Because she got
And that's what a little part about her uncle. Her uncle was saying that, he doesn't respect him because he doesn't, want to be around none of her family.
I have to see what that was about. Like, of course.
Yeah, I want to, see what that was about. Like, because he bet not want to be around y'all. Like,
number one, they always broke. They always asking for money, especially Ashley mama. But the way Ashley's setting up herself, they're not going to have to ask for no more money. So they're going to be taken care of. So it looks like it's going to be a good season. Of course, we're going to review it. It's going to come on, I presume, right after Atlanta. or right after the last episode of the reunion.
Wait. When did it's coming back this month?
I don't think it's coming back this month because we have a whole month of Atlanta still. Pretty much, because they're having 3 parts to this reunion.
Oh, so, no. I don't think it was even worth the dress. I can't even look at the dresses for 3 episodes.
So, I mean, I think some of the people look better sitting down than they did standing up, but that's just me. But I want to thank all of y'all who came out in the chat tonight. Kimmy, Cece was here, Candace. Thank y'all for showing up.
Yes, and definitely. And if you're on the replay, please hit the like button and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And we will be back to you next time for another video. Y'all be safe and have a good one.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it.